The Finals is one of my favorite games that came out in 2023. Released back in last December, The Finals is a fast-paced, team-based FPS game with a very impressive destructible environment that promotes creativity and putting a massive emphasis on the word chaos in a weird yet excellent way. There are two, technically three, but we get into that later, game modes in The Finals. One of them is called Cash Out, and there are two versions of this game mode, Quick Cash and Tournaments. In Quick Cash, three teams fight each other and try to steal a vault in order to bring it into a cash out machine. It's a bit like Capture the Flag in your standard FPS games. But from there, it becomes like King of the Hill, where one team tries to defend the cash out machine and the other teams try to steal it before the timer runs out. After the timer runs out, the team that successfully defends their cash out machine banks the money, and the team that reaches $20,000 first wins the game. In tournaments, instead of 3 teams in a single match, there are 4 teams competing for the cash out. In fact, there are 2 groups, meaning that 8 teams will participate to become the champion. It is played for multiple rounds instead of just one single match like Quick Cash. Respawn tokens are limited, meaning that reviving and team wipes are more critical. Money deduction if the team gets wiped, and the top 2 teams during the match will qualify to the next round, and they will meet the top 2 teams from the other groups for the semifinals. The top 2 teams in the semis will go into the finals, and the winner is the first team to win $20,000. Personally, the tournament's game mode has a lot of potential to become an interesting esport to watch. However, it is very time consuming compared to other esports titles I've played, and playing it solo can be twice as difficult, as the chaotic nature of the game may produce a miscomms even more than playing with a duo or a full trio. As for the Quick Cash, it's a very fun casual mode, and I really recommend everyone to at least try a couple sessions of Quick Cash just to witness how amazing this game can be at times. As for the other game mode, it's called Bank It. If you eliminate someone, they drop coins. If you get eliminated, you drop coins. Bring the coins back to a cash out machine, up to $40,000. Unlike Cash Out, Bank It is more focused on eliminating people and leave on site. Therefore, it's not hard to see why people with cracked aim and cracked movement would prefer this game mode a little bit more. And personally, I like it. It's pretty fun. The game features 3 classes, light, medium, and heavy, and all of them can be played very differently. Light, being the fastest moving class in the game, has an arsenal of close range weapons and skills that can help you to outmaneuver your opponents, either by using a grappling hook like Pathfinder in Apex, or a cloaking device like the Spy in Team Fortress 2. Medium class weapons can range from an assault rifle to a revolver to a shotgun, and they provide support through their signature abilities like Healing Beam, similar to the Medigun in Team Fortress 2, putting a turret, and scanning ability like Bloodhound in Apex. And for the heavy class, you have the Boring Way and the Best Way. The game utilizes Unreal Engine 5 really well to display the game's main showpiece, endless ways of destruction. The executive producer of the finals, Rob Renaissance, stated, "We are constantly surprised by the new and inventive ways players utilize the freedom the game grants. Why open the door when you can use a rocket launcher to blow a hole in the wall, right? And seeing how beautifully done they've designed and programmed it, why don't you blow up the wall with a rocket launcher? In fact, why don't you blow up the floor beneath the cash out machines to make it easier? And why don't you put some mines onto a barrel and throw it into someone? It looks awesome if you do it. Give it a shot." However, the finals does have its flaws, and I have to start with their anti-cheat. Easy anti-cheat is a very controversial anti-cheat, everyone, and people who have played Apex Legends and BattleBit can vouch on this. I've seen the reports of lots of cheaters in the finals, and unfortunately, I did encounter a few. Luckily, I have never seen one during my tournament's playthrough. However, it's a problem that no one should ever come across. It's true that cheating is inevitable in multiplayer games, but I really hope Embark Studios will do something about it. The finals did receive a lot of backlash for a couple reasons. One of them was the movement change they did before the game came out. Even though I don't have personal problems with the movement aspect of the finals, I highly recommend Moki Sniper's video regarding about this issue if you really want to know further details. Another issue is using AI voiceovers instead of voice actors for the game. Personally, this is something that is both impressive as well as concerning due to how text-to-speech has evolved from this to this. But it is sad that this could be the catalyst for future games uses more than using actual voice actors. In terms of frames per second, I'm using AMD Ryzen 5 5600X and AMD Radeon RX 570 4GB, and I hit around 90 to 100 FPS in low settings. In a game like this, it's pretty normal for those hardware to only give that amount of frames, and honestly, it's pretty smooth on my end. I've heard some reports saying that people are having some instability or choppy frames during their games, but fortunately, I've never experienced it. Overall, this game gets a good out of excellent. The gameplay and its game modes are really fun as it promotes creative play through its outstanding destructive environment alongside with a decent gunplay. However, there are still a couple of refinements that need to be addressed, such as the cheating problems, as well as maybe considering a shorter format for the ranked game mode. Honestly, the current tournaments mode is fun, but it can be turned into the finals premier game mode, like Valorant's premier. About the AI voiceovers, let me know in the comments, what do you think about it? That being said, I really hope this game can grow into something great this year, and give this game a try if you haven't.